Good afternoon. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and if you're new to the channel, please hit the notification bell. And today we got ourselves a quality check with the Model Y. So without further ado, let's get right to it. All right, so we have ourselves another quality check, and today we'll be checking out 3 white Model Ys, and we're going to do a quality check to see if the current latest builds are being built better. See, that's why I have this channel. This is actually why I will continue to do quality checks, because we want to know, is Tesla improving their vehicle build quality? Let's find out. Now, taking a look at the left side, we want to check the fender, making sure that the fender matches the hood and the hood matches the bumper, that there's no paint discoloration, scratches, or anything. And guess what? This happens to be the Performance Model Y. Now let's continue on and take a look at the doors. So it's nice and tight, and that's what we want to see. Here's a look at the interior of the Model Y. Taking a look at these door handles, see if it's flush, and it is flush. Now taking a look at this door handle, and it is flush, and it is flush. So it's the left side gap, and it's a little bit big, but let's take and let's measure the left side gap to see what the current size of this left side gap is. Okay, so it measures about 4 millimeters, which isn't that bad. Tesla considers about 3 millimeters within spec. 4 millimeters, it's not that bad. Anything over 4 millimeters, I definitely would have an issue. If I had to say. So hold on here. I just gotta fix this. Okay. All right, so let's continue on over here and let's measure this gap over here. Okay, let's see. 1.8, which is really good. Let's check the charge port door to see if it's flush. And let's check the spoiler. You want to check your rear lights, make sure it's flush. So the rear is fine. Now, moving along to the right side. Right side gap is nice and tight, very nice. Okay, so this left side passenger rear door does poke out a tad bit, so I would definitely ask them for an adjustment if I were to take delivery. But besides that, I'm definitely going to give this Model Y a pass. Let's move on to another Model Y. All right, so we have ourselves another Model Y here. Now let's take a look at the left side. Let's take a look at the hood and the bumper. And moving along to the right side. Let's take a look at these wheels, and these are the standard wheels. Remember, if you're to powder coat these standard wheels, they look phenomenal. Now, moving along to the driver side door, checking to see that the gap is nice and tight. Here's a look at the interior. Remember, after you check the exterior, that's when you want to check the interior. Okay, so this passenger door does poke out a little bit. And this rear door does pokes out a little bit. So another thing is, let's check this gap over here. Let's check this gap. Okay, so it does measure about 3 millimeters. And this gap over here, which is the issue, measures about 5 millimeters. We have a 5 millimeter across this gap over here. And definitely would say that that is an issue. Now let's move along here. Now let's take a look over here. See if it's flush, and it is flush. Now let's take a look at the right side to see if it's flush. Now let's take a look at the right side. so this gap is fine. All right. All right. Store is fine. So I will be giving this Model Y a fail. Yeah, so let's move on to another Model Y, which is going to be our final Model Y. All right, so this is our final Model Y for the evening. Let's take a look at the left side. Let's take a look at the fender, and let's take a look at the right side. Making sure that everything matches up, no discoloration, and everything looks fine. Now let's take a look at the wheels. Onto the driver's side door, and it's nice and tight, and that's what we want to see. Taking a look over here at this interior. Beautiful. Beautiful. And it's flush, and it is flush. So let's take a look and let's measure this gap over here. Beautiful. Measures about 2 millimeters. Now let's measure this gap over here. Also 2 millimeters. Definitely great start to the left side of this Model Y. And let's move along to the right side. And it is flush. Right side, beautiful. And that's what we want to see. Okay. I do like these Model Ys. All right, so moving along. This door does poke out a little bit. So for our final Model Y, we're going to be giving this Model Y a pass. So basically, we've gotten the chance to take a look at the current Model Y builds. Are they 100% perfect? No. Is Tesla improving? I would say slightly, but they're still having problems with the left side gap, and the car definitely needs some work. So if you're taking delivery of a Model Y SX3, even a Cybertruck on that delivery day, make sure to bring yourself a checklist, don't rush your delivery, and make sure that the car is built to the best of the ability before you accept. All right, so that's all I gotta say, so thank you and have a nice day. Hey, would you like to win a Tesla Model 3? All you have to do is like, share, comment, and subscribe. And one lucky subscriber will win a Tesla Model 3.